Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here standing on a teeny tiny little rope platform looking over the beefal garden! Look at how cool this is! Oh my gosh, we have been building our little rope bridges. I'm actually right where you guys left me, which is, not ideal actually. Let me go ahead and clear out some of these things. I'm gonna need to put the carrot seeds away to give to the Henrys later. Let's clear out the jungle wood and the post and the carpenter's block and the amber shards. More dirt, of course. And I need my shears. We're gonna reach over. Uh-oh. And we're gonna casually grab this ivy. We're gonna put the ivy right there. Get a little more ivy. Put it right there. And with a little jump. Oh boy. Okay, I need a tiny bit more ivy. I probably should have been prepared before I started this project, but there we go! And now I have climbed my way out of that little spot that we were in. Let's clear away these leaves really quickly. Are those oak leaves for some reason? Interesting. This is a jungle tree too. But it must be a different variety of jungle tree than the type that give the jungle wood. But welcome back! This is awesome! Me, who is terrified of heights, is actually having the time of my life preparing our new Treetop tour. It began as just making a rope bridge for Tata. Turns out that was so easy that we decided to keep going, especially because I have donkey days worth of wooden grates still that we're calling our rope bridge. And look at how cool this is! This is gonna be awesome! I can't wait. We're gonna make a rope bridge through the peafowl garden. And we're also going to be making a bunch of rope bridges that will hopefully stretch out over all of the different jungle trees that we have in the jungle. And I've even got ideas for how to add animals who will live up in the top of the jungle canopy that we can check out too. Because as you guys know, jungle canopies are normally full of flowers and fruiting trees. They are a place of vibrant diversity in real life jungles. And I feel like our jungles are a little bit quiet. Normally it would be full of like toucans and orangutans and dozens of different bird species, some reptile species. Reptile species? What if I can get, oh, I need to know, where's the little egg? The little crested gecko egg? Gecko. I want a gecko egg. I need to figure out how to get gecko eggs, because then we could put a bunch of geckos up in the trees, which would be amazing. Oh, and including insects. I probably need to get the moonworm queen back. She's over in the gardens of Babylon down there. And then we can put insects into the trees to help light it up as well. So this is so cool. This is so cool. I am so proud of what we are doing. Let's make the other side a little bit safer than it is right now first. And just see how it looks to have the jungle. How does that look? And then we can actually do the posts like this to start it off. And then walk. Whoops. Okay, now I just blocked it. Rope bridge is closed, everyone. Come back later. I feel like that's my fate every time last time I told you guys how I'm terrified of heights, not in the conscious way either, in the way where your brain is just like, I'm going to be taking over now. You are not going to be risking your life. This is a very dangerous behavior. Our point is to survive, and you are not helping that. Oh, that looks really good! Oh, I'm so relieved. I thought it was going to be so much more complicated, but this is great. This is absolutely great. And then what we could probably do to kind of help it look a little bit more natural is put down the vines for sure. And then I was also thinking we could come over and maybe even put some leaves under it to make it look like the vines have leaves growing off the bottom. Okay, that would probably require Sunflower's help, because like our flying chocobo, because I can't seem to put it down without her help. All right, well, let's get the oakwood post down, or excuse me, the junglewood post down, because this is so cool. I'm gonna need a few more of them. We didn't make all the ones we need. Oh, careful there, Seri. You can't just go running helter-skelter just yet. Okay, we need to go make some more oakwood post. Noted. All right, Lily Tate! Pretty soon I'm gonna be able to take you guys across. Mwah, mwah. Good puppies. Do I have some food for you? Actually, you have food for yourselves, don't you? All right, give me just a second. All right, and Lily, give. Okay, good. We'll grab her a couple pork chops. She actually has a couple fish for her brother. That's great. There you go. Good job, Lily. Let me go ahead and put away my give block. And snack for you. And Tate, oh, you're so full you don't even need the snack. Well, hopefully I won't forget I have a raw fish in my pocket. Oh, and actually I need to go the other direction. It's always so surreal to like go the opposite direction to go home, but that is just the way things are. And let's grab sunflower to make this go a little faster too. Because I have a feeling I'm going to be zigzagging for some supplies. Like, oh, hi husband, hi Zoe. You guys can wander around the yard. Hey Alia, you can wander around the yard. Devin, I think will teleport to us. But Devin, I'm gonna let you try to wander around the yard. I think that she's actually gonna stay here and she should be happy. They have so many toys to play with after all. But yeah, I'm actually very excited about... Henry! What are you doing? This is not good. This is bad. Henry, this is terrible. You could die. Do you really want your heir to take up your lineage so soon? Henriette, like, you two need to use a little more caution. I have no idea how he even got there. Here, Henry. Look, I was literally like gonna bring you some carrot seeds. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we came back. Oh, I'm by foot actually, because we almost lost Henry. Just as we got like all of these carrot seeds to give them and like get zookeeper experience. My goodness gracious, Henry. You're giving me a little bit of a heart attack there. And actually, your beautiful flowers that you guys have might be good. Let's grab the compost. And it actually might be nice to grab some of the flowers while we're here. Alright, let's see. And Slug Kingdom. Like the hawkweed? Or I was thinking some of the parrot's beaks we might be able to plant kind of like leading into the jungle trees. So let's grab a few parrot beaks because those are kind of rare and it's really exciting to have them. There you go, guys. Maybe that'll give you enough food and compost to like mull over that you won't go and... Oh, wow! I've got a lot of it in here. Will they actually take the poo from my red wolves? I mean, I was just watching a safari live the other day. In case you guys, you know, haven't been watching my vlogs, I'm a little obsessed with safari live. I mean, you get to watch a live safari. That is what I want to do. I want to take you guys on live walks through the forest, discovering little treasures, zooming in on chickadee-dee-dees as they're doing their chickadee-dee-dee-dee thing. It just would be amazing. But I watched a dung beetle on Safari Live, actually, roll a bunch of dung around, and they talked about how important it was for the larvae of the dung beetle to actually be buried with the dung. I didn't know this, but actually the dung beetle will dig a hole after she decides like, hey, this is a good spot for my ball of dung I have here, and she'll cover it up, and then when the dung beetles hatch, I think they said it was in the next rainy season, the dung beetles will hatch, and the larvae will actually eat the poo, the dung, and they will get nutrients from that I don't know any other animal that's going to be able to extract nutrients from dung. So that's pretty amazing, because then they serve to make use of energy that would otherwise be lost because it would be locked up in literally poo, and they also have a niche that way. Who else is going to be eating that? They don't have a lot of competition, I don't think, and it allows them to well, I just grew a bunch of grass. It allows them to flourish. But let's see. Can I get more? Aw, no. Poo is poo, and my snails and slugs of the Slug Kingdom are a little pickier. They would prefer to have like a bunch of compost instead. So they won't take my angry sheep poo either, I guess. Well, that's alright. And I mean, Henry, look, while I'm here, maybe grabbing a few things from you will... Ooh, and I can get the glowing brown mushrooms, which actually also come from their compost now. They find little mushrooms that glow that we can then use to light up the areas that we're going to. And I can even put some of those mushrooms into the treetops. But actually... Pixel Biologist! I have... Oh, hello. Back of my head. I have another vital assignment for all of you. Do not be passive. Join me in our research. What kind of mushrooms grow up in trees? Pretty much any of them? Or do most of them grow down on the bottom of the ground? And I imagine if there are mushrooms that grow up in trees, it would probably be in areas like rainforest or temperate rainforest where it's wet quite often. Since my theory, and I need all of you to help me out with your Google Foo and be able to help answer this, because we are pixel biologists, we must maintain our curiosity with diligence. But are there mushrooms that grow up in tops of trees? And if they are, is it in areas that are mostly wet all the time? Because I think that most mushrooms probably grow on the ground because, well, for one, they're fruiting bodies of fungi, not actual like plants. So the spores that make up the actual mushroom are underground, but I think they need a lot of moisture. So if you were up in a tree, unless it was raining all the time in a really like humid environment, I could see how you could actually end up really struggling, because you could really end up with like your fruiting body drying out. So that's just, it's a curious question. All right, Slug Kingdom, I want to gather compost, maybe some orange hawkweed that we can put on one side, and let me close the Slug Kingdom. I love this so much. This is so cool. I need to use garden soil more often because it lets you mix all sorts of different types of plants. All right, let's swing around. There's a mysterious night chickenberry making a lot of noise. My apologies. There we go. Eggplant seeds in. And why was I over here? Sunflower, you and I have been through many big tumbles before. So let's have you take me downstairs real fast. I need string. That's why I'm here. And I should have donkey days worth of string. And if I don't, that's just a new expedition that we'll need to go on. All right. Hey, Quill. I really need to name you like some sort of pun on an artist name. Quill Cassio, maybe? That's kind of, well, you like that name? Quill Cassio? Who creates like artistic designs of, ooh, stained glass. Wow. There's actually, I always forget how much stuff there is in here. That would be kind of fun to sprinkle around the place. Bronze ingots, iron ingots, sharpening stones, training dummies, tanning racks to show off different types of furs that different animals may have. Oh wow, door barricade, park bends. That would be useful. Oh, lawn flamingos. We could pretend we had flamingos. But I like real flamingos better. Paper lanterns. Garden flamingos. Oh, all the little plushies. Oh, okay. I'm getting distracted. Quill Cassio. Alright, so string. Ooh, I don't have as much string as I thought, but I have a ton of wool. So I should be able to turn this into string, right? Boom! Now I've got string. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Where'd all that wool go? Surprisingly, not a lot of wool. Surprisingly, shockingly, not a lot of wool. But this is fun. I actually get excited when we start using up a bunch of our resources, because it means that we're going to need to go on an expedition and we're going to need to search out those resources in our land, which is pretty exciting to me. All right, careful there, Sunflower. I'm gonna check on Henry before we go because he was feeling quite risky. Oh, and we need to set up one of our desks over by where we're working with Tata so that I don't forget our ideas. And I forgot to write down the joy moment from last time. All right, let's see. The rope bridge was so much easier to build than I thought. I can't wait to build them. Build them all over the zoo. That definitely is a joy moment from last time. I'm glad I remembered. All right, so let's come back over here, and I put the jungle wood in my backpack, didn't I? Jungle wood planks. And now we put the planks down. We put the string on either side. I think I'm probably going to need a little bit more than that. So there we go. More jungle wood planks. Let's get a stack worth. There. And then we mix it all together. Like so. Boom. That probably is going to be enough. All right, let's put the jungle wood up here. We have a ton of string that can go, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Making my own little cobwebs in my shed. There's that. A little bit more string right there. Wonderful. Anything else I need to leave behind right now? Don't think so. Oh, of course there is. All of these ink sacs and all of these feathers, which actually would be perfect right into the frame chest, which now says it has a bunch of ink sacs in it. I love that. All right, onward we go, Sunflower. I think we're gonna be able to really, yeah. You can come and hang out with Tate and Lily. And I think we're gonna be able to make good progress at finishing up the bridge today, which sort of stuns me. I did not think we would be able to do that so fast. Oh my gosh. We've practically finished the bridge, and we are gonna need to put more of these planks or these posts around though, to make sure that people don't wander into like dangerous spots. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put one right here too. And come here, little piece of dirt. Why will you not get in my pocket? Waste not, want not. There we go. So then people can come over from the Village of Light if they wish, because the Village of Light is literally right over past there, and Zomberry Village is right there, and they can wander through. And I guess I'm gonna have to like make a proper little path and be like Seri's house, and then they can go across. Tata's rope bridge! This is so cool! And you can look over it and you can see down below the little hummingbirds that can zip all around. Look, you can see some of the hummingbirds! That is so awesome! I really want to add a whole bunch of animals ambiently to like roam around the area here too. So we're gonna have to do that as well. And then over here, we're gonna need to make a couple ways to get down because this is way too high up. The Gardens of Babylon are down where the bamboo begins growing, and across from that is where I want to put Tata's temple. So, ooh, and look at all of those tropical plants. That's right, we need to build our little like smoothie shop to soothe your should I say? A smoothie shop to smooth the nerves. Quite the smooth move I did there, isn't it? But we need to build that as well, so that once you cross the rope bridge, if you need a little fortifying smoothie, you can have that. And then I have a couple fun ideas for how I want to make a normal way that you can get down to the temple, and a trickster's special, which is going to be very fun. But I'm going to forget all of these ideas if I'm not careful. So let's open up Tate's backpack. I'm going to grab the grass. Let's go with the oak desk. And I'm going to put the oak desk right over here. I'm also going to use Tate's backpack for book and quill. I'm going to write down Tata's trickster bridge plants. Plants? Of course I would be thinking about plants. But we're going to actually write down some of the ideas I have now so I don't forget. But I want to add parrots into the trees and geckos so that we have lots of sound up in the forest canopy. Also, that means we need to talk about how visuals can be difficult in jungle canopies. And that is why animals are so noisy in jungle canopies. We will talk about that. I also want to tell you guys about how birds do not eat leaves due to digestive weight as well. I'm going to talk about that. It'll make sense when I talk about it. Also, the Smooth Your Nerves smoothie shop, which sounds so freaking cute. Maybe a nap zone to recover. Like, if you're very upset. Then we need the trickster's way down. And we need the normal way down. We need the path to the mushroom caverns. And we need to have the Peafowl Treetop tours. Phew! And of course, those are not things that we have to do like all at once right now. Those are just things so that I won't forget the ideas that we are working on, because there is, after all, so much to do in the zoo. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our wonderful new Trickster bridge. I'm very proud about it. And we will continue to expand it and give Tata the Trickster a wonderful new home. While we also expand our zoo, I think we might go ahead and get the treetop canopy kind of done down over the peafowl area. And then we'll have to go ahead and add in some animals to the canopy treetops. And I'm very excited for my ideas of how we're going to handle that. So, all right, I'll see you guys next time. Remember everybody, stay curious. Bye guys.